Hey there, Trailblazers. So I got a great question about someone trying to create something like a button and make it so it's only visible for a specific group of users. Now, the problem is that these group of users aren't necessarily tied together through like a common profile or permission. They really are kind of like a spread out mix of different users. And there's no one easy way to identify collectively these groups of users. So we're going to combine a few different things, one being visibility filters on a dynamic form for page layout. And then we're also going to use a permission set that's tied together with custom permissions. I used an example of this before on how we can create custom validation rules. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to use it for a visibility filter. To start us off, I've already created these things, so we'll just kind of walk through the process together, but you'll start off by creating a custom permission. So if you go and you search custom permissions, you'll go ahead and create a new one. And in this one, I named it Rainbow Admin. I set no description, but usually what I would do in this case is I would say that like, hey, this custom permission is tied directly to a similarly or identically named permission set. And that way people know when they look at this, you can see that like there's a connection between the two. And I would do the same thing for the permission set, say this is tied to and relate to the custom permission Rainbow Admin. But in this case, we'll just have a very basic name it whatever you want. There's nothing else that you need to do. It's just really giving it a name. And then we create a permission set. Standard permission set, same thing. You search for permission sets, create a new one. If you go to this one, the key is after you create the permission set, what you need to do is scroll down to custom permissions and make sure that you add that custom permission that you created. So first create the custom permission, then you add the permission set, bringing it together. And then once that's done, you're going to go ahead and assign it to someone. So in this case, I assigned it to one of our users, Cuauhtemoc Gonzalez, and we're going to make sure that this works by going to our account. We're going to edit. Oh, sorry. I made a button. So there's a button called escalate. It's a big red button. So we're going to add that visibility filter on this based on having the Rainbow Admin permission set and custom permissions. Sorry about that. And let's go to our account. I'm going to edit my page. And when we do this, this is going to be limited to a Lightning only solution because unfortunately, dynamic forms is not something that you can use with Classic. So if you're still in Classic, this solution wouldn't work, but hopefully you're already in Lightning. So we'll go ahead. If you click up in this header section with the details, I get this option to upgrade to the dynamic forms. If you haven't already done that, I recommend it. Dynamic Forms has some really great resources and tools like this visibility filter. So I'm going to click on migrate just to keep it easy, bring everything over. We'll use the account layout, click finish. And now where I have all these different actions, I'm going to go ahead and create a new action. And I'm going to select that escalate. Now I have the option for the visibility filters. I'm going to click add filters. We're going to hop over to advanced, click select, and I'm going to go to permissions, custom permissions, and then we're going to see that custom permission set that we have set up. I'm going to click done and make sure that it's set to true. Click done. And now we have this, and you can see that it has a visibility filter because of the little orange eye icon. I'm going to pop it up a little higher just so it's easier to see. There's a lot of buttons and tasks. Okay, so it's high enough up there on the list. I'm going to click save. I'm going to activate. We'll assign as the org default. Now, you don't always want to select that as out of the box, but for this example, we're just going to go simplistic because this is the first time using the dynamic forms. Do desktop and mobile, click save. Just to be safe, click save one more time and go back. Now we have this wonderful button. Now you're wondering, hey, I don't see that button. But that's because we're not logged in as that user. It's not assigned to me. So I want to show you that, like, hey, it's not going to show up for everyone here. But if I go over to the users and I'm not able to log in the user. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and assign this permission set to myself. All right, now I'm going to refresh. And because I have the permission set, which has the custom permission, we should now see escalate. So I have that button as an option because I'm assigned to the permission set. So through the permission set, which you can assign to individuals depending on their needs and use cases, you can assign that, and that then gives them access to view this button because of the visibility filter, which looks at whether or not they have that permission set custom permission. So easy solution. I like the individualistic way that you can use custom permissions and permission sets for validation rules and visibility filters, and allows you to really, help make those unique scenarios work for your org without having to like put everyone on a unique profile or unique role in order to make sure that they have that same kind of visibility that you would want otherwise. Hopefully this helps. Keep asking questions and let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.